What's up, guys, and welcome to the beginning of the ORAS Little Cup Road to Top 10. I am PokeaimMD. We have conquered OU, UU, RU, NU, and PU. We are working on Ubers, and after this is only doubles OU, so we're almost done conquering all the official tiers of, or small unofficial tiers of Pokemon ORAS. So before we actually get into the live, if you guys would actually like to use the team alongside me, you can. The link to it will be down below in the description in a paste spin. But I want to give a shout out to the people who donated to the American Cancer Society, not only supporting them but also me. Ian Ross, another Ian, Nick Lagoon, Most Dope, IL, and Alex Martinez. Thank you so much. Shout outs to you guys, honestly. And yeah, let us just look for a battle. I did a couple games. I like the team. My boy Anti passed me it, but it has a few problems. Like, I miss Fury Swipes and Focus Blast, but that's my choice for using them. Of course, I am lower on the ladder as well, so we might not have the most competitive games right now, but we are going to climb up, and as the number on the showdown goes up, so will the skill level. But my opponent does not have anything for Magnemite, so I just want to Volt Switch around on his team. He leads off with Tortuga, which is amazing because, again, I get a free Volt Switch. Hey, friend. I get a free Volt Switch right here, and it is free. Chipback likes to say, oh man, but it costs you some PP. Nah, it's still free. I didn't pay for this. I'm playing on Pokemon Showdown. It is a free web browser. Thank you. Okay? Anyway, so if you guys actually missed yesterday's video, you understand why I wasn't able to. Oh, that's definitely a Violet. You understand why I wasn't able to what am I trying to say? Why I wasn't able to record an OU Showdown live yesterday, but I guess you got to see a different side of me, a really hype side. I'm gonna go out into my Onyx. It sounds weird, but I live any hit he wants to go for. I'm expecting to go for rocks, and I do have the berry juice as well. And the reason I'm not going out into like Staryu is because he's just gonna bring out his Jellicent anyway. I believe that with this thing being weakened, my Aipom has a huge shot of beating him, so I'll allow him to break my Sturdy. Not really though, because I do have the berry juice, and we can knock him out with the Earthquake after that. Onyx is actually extremely fast. You don't expect it from this giant snake-like monster, but this thing has base 17 speed. Yo, that's like a toy car, like a toy race car. Bulbasaur comes out, and I'm gonna tell him just to prevent a Sleep Powder, and I can get up rocks anyway. All I want is rocks out of this, so if I can dodge a Sleep Powder with my next mon, that'd be great. Fletch also wins this game, so we will get up these rocks. Not that we necessarily need them. Maybe damage would have been better on Bulbasaur right there, but I can now go out into either Krogunk or, truthfully, no. Magnemite is just good. I just get to fire off some Flash Cannons. I could go for Volt Switch, but there's no point. Flash Cannon deals with pretty much everything bar Lickitung, and honestly, Lickitung can't do crap back to me anyway, so I can just spam it with the Flash Cannon. I do have Recycle for potential knockoffs as well. He can't paralyze me. I get a crit, unfortunately, on my opponent as he goes for Wish. He's going to have to Protect anyway. So again, he's not really going to be able to stall me out because Flash Cannon, with the chance of defense drops and things like that, he won't be able to live or beat me 1v1. Yeah, he is stalling 2 per turn, but I could also knock him off as well. Though I don't have knockoff on anything bar the Aipom. So I don't also want to catch him on a Wish. So I'd rather just go for Flash Cannon, get the potential chance to get a Spadef drop. He goes for the knockoff, but that doesn't matter because I do have a Recycle, so I can get back my item. And what should I do here? Should I Volt Switch? Nah. Again, going for Flash Cannon, keeping him as low as possible, forcing him to Wish up, and if he eventually chooses to switch, well, he can't stall me out. He does have enough. He's stalling me out, but alright, fine, I'll go for Volt Switch. Another play would have been to Recycle right there. That way when I come back into Stealth Rock, I get back up to a decent amount of HP. But I think going on to Aipom is really, really solid right now because I want to knock this thing out. That way my Fletchling beats it. I also could have went directly into Fletchling, but I don't think there's a point in going for the Fake Out because I thought he would go out to Frillish, but he decides to stay in, goes for the Body Slam, doesn't paralyze me, thankfully, as I should be able to knock him out with the Fury Swipes. I kind of want to go for Brick Break. Yeah, Brick Break is a smarter play. I don't want to miss. Yeah, Brick Break is just a smarter play, and after the Violet, with the Violet being gone, it'll definitely go down. So, game plan now, again, same thing, Ruin with Fletch as well. Toxic Oak also beats Toxic Croagunk. This is Croagunk, excuse me. You're the baby, my bad. Croagunk also beats the last few mons in his team. So what I can do is knock off his Eviolite. Hope he knocks me out with the Scald right here, which he should be able to. And I can just go out into my Magnemite. And honestly, I'm just gonna go for Recycle. Yes. I said yes, but I didn't do it. But I'm gonna go for Recycle right here because I expect Bulbasaur to want to come out. Why am I saying Bulbasaur? Bulbasaur. That's the way it says it in the anime, okay? I watched that when I was growing up, right? So we're fine. Yeah, so Bulbasaur is gonna come out to resist the move, obviously, and Recycle. Oh, Recycle doesn't work on knockoff. Duh. It only works when an item's been used. Duh. I'm sorry. Y'all don't. That was just me messing up. My bad. I had to have used it for Recycle to work. I forgot how the mechanics worked. Anyway, because I don't use Recycle as much. But Flash Cannon looks to be a 2-hit KO. Holy crap. Calm down. That's a little bit lame, I guess. But again, it's the same game plan as before. Like, even though he does have Synthesis, I can weaken him with this. I could also go out into my Croagunk. Save this as fodder for the Staryu. Go right out to Croagunk. And just start spamming Sludge Bombs. And every time he activates my... Yeah, I'm mad I said that play. I hate when I mess up like that. But in any case, we can just go right for Sludge Bomb. It's neutral. That's a decent amount. 16 special attack, man. That's... Look at that. That's like a... It's like a toddler throwing juice at you. I don't know. Little Cup is really hard to make it seem like they're very, very powerful. But we are going to throw up a Sludge Bomb right now. Damage. As he's going to go for Leech Seed. Yo, you're annoying me. This thing's annoying me. I'm going to double out to Magneton because I'm wasting his Sludge Bombs, but I'm also keeping him low as well. I just want him to go for Giga Drain and to knock me out. Thank you. So he's going to go for Giga Drain, which is great because now I 2-hit KO him with the Sludge Bomb before he can Leech Seed me. Well, I mean, he can Leech Seed me, but I do 2-hit KO him anyway, is what I am trying to say. So we can get off a nice Sludge Bomb right here. 42%. Yum, 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 yum. As, I guess he could go out into his Frillish, but I should be faster than Frillish. I'm running 12 speed, and we're going to be able to knock out the Bulbasaur. Great. Good boy. And I should be able to knock out the Frillish with the Thief. Goes out into Staryu. I'm not sure if you're offensive or not, but I'm going to go for, because he could have Psychic. He could be offensive Psychic. So what I'm going to do is just go right for the Vacuum Wave, because if he is offensive, then Fletch just wins with Acrobatics. As he throws off a Scald. Oh, okay, so I guess he's not offensive at all. He forgot. That works for me. I don't mind if he Rapid Spins away my rocks because, again, Sludge Bomb is just going to be doing the job. Can't touch me. I'm also going to get rid of his Eviolite too. You don't need this. What the hell do you need this for? I don't need this. Give me that. Yum. Oh yeah, I didn't use my... Yo, man, it's been a little while, guys, alright? It's been a little while. But at the same time, because I wouldn't have expected him to go for the Scald versus me. But I am going to Thief his Eviolite now, which means that his next Thunderbolt is not going to do crap to me. And even though he is going to be recovering because of Leech Seed, my Sludge Bomb is going to do a significant amount more. Like you see, the crit Thunderbolt did the exact same amount as a regular Thunderbolt did. And I am able to poison him as well. So, getting rid of his recovery. And again, just going for the Sludge Bomb is the best play overall. As it is not going to be a double knockout. I'll be able to knock him out with the next Sludge Bomb right here. And his last is going to be that Frillish. How much is Thief going to do? 60 base power. Let's just see how much this does. Does nothing. But he chooses to actually go for the Shadow Ball over Recover. As I can just go right on to Fletchling. This is a really interesting game. And just knock him out with the Acrobatics. I mean, I'm pretty sure with the fact that because he wouldn't have recovered enough to take an Acrobatics. No way. Not after me knocking off his Eviolite. Just based on knockoff damage as well. This is 110 base power from little Fletch, man. So, Scraggy cannot take the combination of Acrobatics plus Scald, even if he does manage to live this, which he does. But like I said, he can't take the combination and beat me at the same time. He has to Dragon Dance. Good game, and thank you. So again, I'm really rusty when it comes to Little Cup, but the great thing about the road to top 10 is it helps me, you know, brush off that rust in the tier. So we got a cool team. I like these babies. Look at this. Look at Togepi, man. Shout out to Misty. Onyx gets a Bronx. I don't see a Defogger on my opponent's team. I do have Krogunk, which is probably going to put in the most work this game, considering Sludge Bomb, Focus Blast, Vacuum Wave, checks the Torchic with Vacuum Wave as well. I mean, I have obviously Fake Out and Acrobatics. I'm going to taunt this thing, prevent it from getting up rocks. I don't really care if he chooses to go for the Bullet Seed, because the only thing I need Onyx for, yes, it should still be useful for Cincino. Yes, Seed Bomb over Bullet Seed. No, don't run that in this tier, guys, if you're planning on playing Little Cup. Bullet Seed is ridiculous. Multi-hit moves are ridiculous in general because the rolls are crazy. I have to do 10 million as well. And that is so much. So I can knock him out with the next Earthquake. Well, unless I don't get the roll. It's crazy, right? I got 57%. I'm saying, why? What do you mean, Joey? There's no way the roll is 43 to 57. No, guys, it's Little Cup, man. I'm also faster than Clawitzer, so I'm gonna go for the Rock Blast, as he is Scarf. Locks himself into the Dragon Pulse though, so I can go right out to Magnemite, and go right for the Volt Switch. Again, no ground type on my opponent's team. He's going out to Bulbasaur or Torchic. He actually lets Torchic take the Volt Switch, so I should be able to knock it out with a priority move. I was trying to finish my sentence, but unfortunately the game crit my opponent. So it really sucks for my opponent right there, as I can go right out into Apom, and Apom is faster than my opponent's team, so the reason I went to that is because I can get off that Fake Out and then proceed to probably pick something off with the Fury Swipes after that. I can Fake Out Mincino. I live an attack from Scarf Clawitzer because I am a really bulky variant, and I can just go right for Fake Out, and look at that damage. Yeah, I'm going to be able to knock him out with the Brick Break even. After that, I don't even have to go for the Fury Swipes or anything like that. So, goodbye, Mincino. True monkeys out here. Yeah, we don't need you anymore. We got Skill Link on Apom. So Apom should be able to 2-hit KO everything. Bulbasaur is going to come out. I think I want to knock it off first. I think that's better long term. But he's running Black Sludge. Okay, so my opponent might be a little bit inexperienced in this tier. I'm just going to hard switch directly into Fletchling. I doubt anything is coming out that can hurt me. I can just click Acrobatics 3 times and win the game. Leech Seed is going to happen, but I don't think that matters at all, because Acrobatics, even if it doesn't knock out the Clawitzer, which he's Scarf, so I'm pretty sure it will. Clauncher, excuse me, Clauncher. Wow, forgot the baby. So I'm pretty sure it will. Oh, it actually doesn't. Basically, what would have happened there is I would have been able to pick it off a Vacuum Wave, and then Krogunk will win the game. But we're going to be able to knock out Clauncher with the Acrobatics. I'm probably going to do that a lot this live, by the way. Calling a Pokemon by their adult names when they're very much not adults yet. So I need an adult. Shout out to Team 4-Star. I love them as well. So we go out into our Krogunk, and we get absolutely blown back by an extra sensor. Good lord. What? I just got blown back by that Togepi. I thought Krogunk won the game. But regardless, you are Fairy type now, so this is going to do a hell of a lot. It actually knocks him out, probably because he's not packing the Eviolite. And last is that Bulbasaur, and that will more than likely be outsped and knocked out by the Flash Cannon at the range. He obviously can't go for Sleep Powder again. I'm actually going to start looking for another game right now, just because the opponent ended up forfeiting right there. So where are we on the ladder? It's only been 13 minutes. That first game was crazy, and I made a lot of mistakes. So we're only 11:48. It makes sense why we're low on the ladder. But look at all these cool Mons, man. That Mons light reminds me of XD Gale of Darkness. My opponent is Sticky Web. I'm going to lead off on my Onyx because it is a speed tie, I believe, versus Surskit. If Surskit's 17, yes. If Surskit's 15, then it isn't a speed tie. But it is a speed tie. However, he doesn't have a spin blocker. So basically my best play, going for the speed tie. Unfortunately, he wins it, as I would have been able to, well, maybe break him. It depended on hits right there. But he wins the speed tie, unfortunately, for me. However, my main threat versus his team, Fletch, doesn't care. Doesn't care about Sticky Web at all. So I want to make the Krogunk play. I want to save my Onyx because it can deal with his Fletchling. And obviously my Berry Juice is still active, so I can Rapid Spin later. He actually knocks me off, but that just means something is mine. Catch this thief. So whatever comes out, I get to steal their item. And if it's something with an Eviolite, I actually don't know what would come out. Actually, it would more than likely be his Fletchling. No, Fletchling wouldn't hard switch directly into Krogunk though, right? Like, the threat of me going for Sludge Bomb would hurt him, especially because this thing doesn't run any item. As you can see, my opponent did not have an item right there, but he did choose to switch into his Fletchling. If he has U-turn, he's going for that, but I'm not going to risk that because I do have my Magnemite, which does get to Volt Switch around. Again, no ground type seems to be a common trend among the ladder, as he has Tailwind plus Sticky Web, so he is definitely faster than my entire team now, twice. So he does reveal the U-turn right there. I would have went for U-turn first if I was this Fletchling, not Tailwind. Just because you kept momentum, and now he kind of lost a turn, as well as, sorry about that, my headset, as well as a turn of, he lost a turn of Tailwind, as well as basically I gained the momentum this turn. So I definitely would have went for any other play besides the Tailwind right there, as I can go right out into my Fletch and proceed to 2-hit KO something. Bonsly is the only mon on this team that would not be 2-hit KO'd by Acrobatics. Unless he has the Berry Juice Munchlax, which in that case, it will come in, take a lot, and then Berry Juice will bring it back up to full. So that's 2 mons that could not be 2-hit KO'd. But Timber will definitely go down. I don't have to worry about Tailwind. I don't have to worry about Sticky Web. Acrobatics is priority. I'm not even touching the ground technically. Look how I'm above the Sticky Web right here. Proves I'm a fire type. What are you doing with your butt? Anyway. So my opponent pretty much has to decide what he wants to sack, or he has to make the Bonsly play, which is exactly what he proceeds to do. And right here, I doubt he has Overheat on this. Well, actually, he could have Overheat on his Fletch. So I have to keep Onix alive. Earthquake could come out right now, too. What would you go for right here? I think Apom is the most expendable member. It doesn't beat Shelmet. Well, it could beat Shelmet, but it's threatened by Mach Punch. I'm going to go Apom because that way I can get off a Rapid Spin, get rid of the Sticky Web, and be faster than most of his team. Fletchling I obviously cannot sack because Fletchling dunks on my opponent. And if you choose to go for any weird move like Stealth, not weird, but if you choose to go for like Stealth Rock over attacking me, then my Staryu gets a spin later, so it doesn't really matter too much. So you guys go for the Stealth Rock. I want to fake him out first before. Actually, should I fake out? Or should I Fury Swipes right away? Fake out. You know what? Fake out does a bit of chip damage, and it might put it in range of the, based on the Acrobatics damage. Would fake out put it in range of the Brick Break? Nah, it definitely wouldn't. It definitely wouldn't. But I'm still faster than Bonsly anyway, as he is Berry Juice. I should have went for knockoff right there, as he steals my Violet. Yo, what the hell? You're trying to steal my... Get the hell out of here. I'm about to knock off that Violet too. That's not yours to take. That's mine. Again, I didn't necessarily need Apom in this game, so I don't mind about this trade, but it's just a funny couple set of turns as he explodes. So, again, Apom going down as it should have. And what I can do is go out into my Staryu, be able to Rapid Spin away the Stealth Rock as well as the Sticky Web, as well as beat pretty much everything. Bar Munchlax, which could very well come out right here, but he does choose to go out to Fletch first. So Acrobatics does not outcome me even with a crit. I am very, very defensive, and I can just Rapid Spin away the Stealth Rock. I even get a crit Rapid Spin, which is pretty cool. And in case I kind of want to make the Onix play, I'm going to make the Onix play. Whereas if he goes for another Acrobatics, well, it's going to do a lot, especially because Onix doesn't have the best, well, if he was boosted, it would do a lot. But I can get up these rocks as well. Again, Staryu is now pretty much useless. It was only there to Rapid Spin away the hazards, and I will be able to click Acrobatics with my Fletch. So I'm going to save my Onix because it still deals with the Fletchling, as well as it can taunt Munchlax and resist its stab, and it can also Rock Blast the Shelmet for super effective damage. So Staryu is going to be the sack of choice. That Dragon Punch did nothing, man. And I'll just Scald. If he goes for Mach Punch, completely fine. Because now I get to pick up my KO with the Acrobatics. So, Law Wars is going to have to, or Law Rs? Law Wars? Law Rs? I have no idea. Yeah, I actually have no idea. But we're going to be able to pick up the KO as we actually barely miss out on that KO. As he goes for the Mach Punch, does absolutely nothing. We have a really interesting set right here. Overheat. For like Pawniard and Steel types in general. So pretty cool set that my boy Anti passed me. But we are going to be able to knock him out with the Acrobatics. That was pretty much the biggest threat to my Magnemite as well as my Onix. His Fletchling is going to come out. I have zero reason not to go out into my Onix, because even if he goes for Tailwind, I still have the Acrobatics for the last 2 remaining Pokemon. And also, I live the Acrobatics as well. So What I want to do is stall out a turn of Tailwind, as he actually ended up going for the U-turn. So I went for Taunt there to stall out a turn of Tailwind, because Tailwind obviously had priority due to the Gale Wings ability, but unfortunately my opponent decided to go for the U-turn, and at this point I'm just going to Earthquake this Munchlax. Pursuit. I did nothing, and I'll just follow up with a Rock Blast just in case he chooses to switch for whatever reason, as I am able to actually catch the Fletchling upon switching. It also hits Shellman as well for super effective damage, and it had a chance to knock out the Munchlax depending on rolls. So Shellman is going to come out, and what I can do is just go right for the Rock Blast right here. Alex Martinez put it in work, and depending on rolls, look at that damage. It hits as well, we'll be able to knock him out. So goodbye Shelmet, and the last is the Munchlax, which should go down to the Earthquake right now, and that should be game. So he doesn't even mess around with anything happening. Let's look for another game. Let's actually look at the ladder as well, because obviously the goal is top 10, which is apparently 1606. So this ladder is pretty high, considering it's a Little Cup. Top 500 is 1434 as well. So we have a little while till we get there. Do I actually notice anybody on this ladder? Enigma. Yeah, I know him. Yeah, it's going to be a little while till we get there, especially because we're barely 1200, if not, we're not even 1200. So what I am going to do is pause it until we find a battle, and we will be right back, friends. So we are back, and our opponent's team this is super threatening. Like, this is like the most threatening lineup I think I've seen today. Onyx puts, like, Onyx, he loves Onyx. I'm gonna lead off with Fletch, because if you choose to lead off with pretty much something that could be Onyx, like Pharaoh Seed, I can overheat it, get the surprise KO potentially, as he does lead off with the Pharaoh Seed. Probably try and Bullet Seed my Onyx. I don't know if he would scout. If I was my opponent, I would definitely, especially because he looks very confident based on his team, I would scout for the overheat, but I'm going to go for overheat anyway, as we are able to nuke the Pharaoh Seed, so we successfully have prevented rocks. That's my Pharaoh Seed. That's Eon Ross right there, as his Fletch is going to come out. More than likely to go for U-turn, to be honest. I'm hitting him with the acrobatics. Yeah, I might as well weaken him a bit too. I do have the, I obviously do have the Onyx in the back, which I am going to go out to now, because now he's in range of the Stealth Rock, so if he wants to roost or switch, he can't do that. I'm 100% getting up Rock, so I understand why he made the play he did. It was to weaken me for the, Snivy. But at this point, it is a speed tie with Snivy. I'm not going to risk him getting up a sub, so I'm just going to go right for the Rock Blast, doing as much as I can. We actually get a ridiculous amount of hits right there. We get 5, as Leaf Storm is going to be able to knock us out. However, my boy looking a little bit weak to the... Actually, I could go out into this, but there's no reason not to go out to Fletchling. I literally need an Onyx for Fletchling, and Fletchling dies to Rocks. And it also got the KO on the Pharaoh Seed, which is really cool. So I don't know how much overheat is used. I know early on in XY I did use overheat Fletchling as well, and also HP Grass for like Tortugas and stuff like that alongside acrobatics. It also hit Chinchou for a decent amount of damage, I suppose, as the Pawniard is going to come out. I don't have the best switch into this thing. Yes, I do. I got Krogunk because I could take the Iron Head. Goes for Sucker Punch as well, so that's great. And what we can do is... I'm going to threaten him with a Thief. I doubt he'd stay in. Even if he stays in, he'd go for Knockoff anyway. Get rid of my item, and then I could just steal his item from there. So, thank you for the Violites, as we're able to take that back. I guess he's not fearing the Vacuum Wave, as we are going to be able to knock him out with that. And now Krogunk also just became a check to the... to Snivy as well, since boosted Snivy won't be able to knock me out from full. This is really nice for Slowpoke, but at the same time I don't want to risk him getting up a sub or anything, and I can also live a Shadow Ball due to the fact that I do have his Inviolite. So we're going to do as much damage as possible with this Thief, and his answers to Snivy are very, very limited. I think Apom just wins as well at this point, so we don't let him get up a sub. He actually chooses to go for Destiny Bond as opposed to knocking me out and living with the Life Orb, so we take those. that happened for some reason, and Magnemite just wins because I can Flash Cannon the Snivy and I can Volt Switch the Slowpoke, which could actually live this due to the fact that it's probably packing the Eviolite, but no reason not to Volt Switch right here. I'll just go out to Fletch, because if he does go for Scald, it'll knock me out, and Surf, okay, interesting. But I can now just go out to Apom, and Apom wins the game. There's no way I can lose this because Knockoff knocks out Snivy and it knocks out Slowpoke. Yes, he can switch out if he wants to, but I don't think he's done that the entire game. So we knock him out with the Knockoff, and then Knockoff also knocks out the Snivy, and that will be game. So that should be game. Yeah, and then Fletch will just go down to Hazards. Nice! Racking up points. Good boy! And even if it didn't for some reason, because we were in a little cup. Good game, dude. Oh, we're now in the 1200. That's awesome. Let's look for another one. I like my opponent's team. It's Sun. It's cool. We're going to lead off with we're going to lead off with our Onix because it can speed tie with Vulpix. I'm pretty sure we're both 17, so we have a chance to knock it out. It could have Fake Out. Goes for Switcheroo, gives me a Choice Scarf. Isn't that deadly versus my opponent's non-grounded team, bar the Baltoy? So I'll take that. That's actually extremely deadly for my opponent, I think. And I should be able to go out into my Krogunk. Krogunk will take a potential Jump Kick from Baneri. I have no idea where he's going to go for, actually, but he is going to be able to get Stealth Rock. That's really cool. And I'll just Sludge Bomb as he chooses to Thunder Wave me. So it's a fully support Baneri. Is this like a standard set? I kind of doubt it, as he can't use my item due to Klutz. Beautiful. Beautiful. So, kind of expect him to want to switch out into Baltoy, but I can get up my rock. Yeah, I'm actually going to make the Staryu play, be a bit aggressive, and predict his Baltoy to want to come out as, ooh, I made a play and it worked in Little Cup. Nice! Hype about that. I can just throw off a Scald, as he is Scarf Baltoy. So, Scarf Baltoy, Scarf Baneri, and we're going to get off our Rapid Spin. Scruff is going to come out. Is there a reason not to Thunder Wave you? I don't have a solid switch in. Yes, no, not for Spec Scalds. Actually, yes, Krogunk takes you on. So, Krogunk should be able to take you on. I also will be able to Rapid Spin up later. We also know that his Baltoy is Scarf now, so once we get up a little bit of chip damage, well, one, Fletchling wins versus Sun most of the time. His resist is Cranidos, which we do threaten with multiple things, such as Stealth Rock, such as Scald. It's basically, Cranidos is also his resistance to normal now that Baltoy is at 10%. So Cranidos is going to be forced to take Fake Outs and things like that. We should be okay. Sludge Bomb does a lot, but it doesn't kill. And that's what matters most, as I should be able to thief his item if he does choose to stay in. Unfortunately, he gets a crit on me. Things happen, though. Had he not gotten the crit, I would have been able to take his item, which could have been Berry Juice. But now I'm going to have to go out into my my Onix, and I'm just going to click Earthquake. Unfortunately, because I wasn't able to steal his Eviolite, he's able to survive that. Doesn't get the burn, though, and I'm just going to go for Earthquake again. I'm not going to... He knows what he's doing, so he might just go out to Baltoy. I'm not going to risk crap, man. So Baltoy does come out, and we're going to go Staryu just in case he chooses to go for Rocks, because I can Rapid Spin them away. And now his Scrub is extremely low. Goes for Psychic. Just knock him out with Skull. That's definitely a roll. And he gets a crit. It's a little bit unfortunate for us, but 'tis the game we play. Why did I say that? So this wins, right? But you know what? We're going out to Apom because I need to weaken the Cranidos first. So hit him with a Fake Out. We'll be able to knock him out. It also should knock out Baneri if he chooses to go out to that. Basically, this picks up a kill. He goes out into Vulpix, which I do not mind at all, because that's chip damage, and we knock it out with the Fury Swipes after, as he is Scarf Vulpix. Should have known. So he's probably Scarf Rampardos as well, which is something to worry about. But we are able to get rid of the Vulpix. But Acrobatics is pretty much set up to win. Cranidos does come out, and I'm just going to go for Brick Break if he's not Scarf. As he is not nice, you are in 100% range of the Acrobatics, and we will be able to knock him out with the knockoff right here. As Rock Slide is able to knock us out. I guess it could have been Berry Juice, but I doubt it. They're usually Life Orb. I don't think you would run Berry Juice on Cranidos because it's not taking any hits. And now my Fletchling just wins. So goodbye Cranidos. Deerling will go down. Baneri will go down. This thing kills everything. Scrap will go down. Deerling? Counter? Friend? Good boy! Oh, I ended up living? My god. He hits me with a Secret Power and gets a para. The only way he could win was hitting me with a Secret Power and getting a para. And it worked. That's funny. But he actually ends up... Bro, no. We're playing Pokemon. You definitely had a chance of winning right there because of that move. So if I was my opponent, I would not have forfeited, especially because he just got the para on me. So he definitely had a shot of winning because of that paralysis. Had I gotten paralyzed enough, I guess it might have came down to some mind games. If I saved Fletchling and he had Ball Toy. And I obviously still did have the Berry Juice in the back of my Magnemite to deal with some things. So who knows? Who knows? But that was interesting. But we are now 12-20. Pretty good for the first episode. I guess the next episode should definitely be a lot more competitive as well. But I hope you guys all enjoyed. Feel free, of course, to leave a like, subscribe, do your thing. And I will see you guys next time. Cue the outro.